Dwelling is lightly resting on the present moment. It is the essence of being. The word dwell offers an interesting paradox, as to dwell on something gives the opposite connotation of what dwelling at its essence feels like. Dwelling on something implies being stuck in the past, a moment already gone by. Dwelling, rather, is lightly resting on the present moment. It is the essence of being. I see it in a sunset. The light rests between earth and sky, a moment that is unique to each one, just as any moment is. A bird takes flight. It occupies the liminal space between being grounded and being airborne. Once it is in the air, it is in another place, just as it is in a new place when returned to the ground. I cannot pinpoint the exact moment it takes off, but I know it exists, and it is at this moment and only then that I can see what dwelling feels like. A sailboat coasts along the horizon, neither part of the water nor part of the air, lifted but grounded, gliding easefully. The wind dies and the boat rests back in the water. The moment is gone. I feel it in the perfect ski race, the kind that only happens a handful of times in a life, where my mind is so present I don't feel the pain of anticipated suffering. My body is fueled by excruciating effort rather than laden down by it. It is the moment I fall asleep. I cannot ever pick it out, and the more I think about falling asleep, the farther I get from ever arriving there. I cannot get there by thinking, or by consciously not thinking. I only arrive there through being. Dwelling is a feeling, a state of being, one that I feel through light, through rest, through present, through moment. It is a space between, a feeling, something you can almost see and sometimes feel. There is a reason a sunset makes me feel centered. It is a fleeting sensuality that is only right now. The mind quiet, the body quiet, the being quiet. It is never forced and can never be placed there. I cannot make myself dwell. I must let myself be swallowed in it, succumb to it. It is a natural state, the most innate state, but one that gets muddied by noise, by distractions outside of us, so much that many may not find the feeling of dwelling among it. Dwelling is my ultimate goal. It is a process of figuring. It is a sweet spot. You know when you are there, but cannot ever consciously replicate or anticipate it. So then, if that is what it feels like, how does it happen? How do we dwell? We dwell at every scale. We dwell in the universe between thing and nothing. We dwell in the earth between earth and sky. We dwell within community between society and individual. We dwell within ourselves, a balance between mind and body. What is the thing that dwells? It is spirit. It is pure. It does not dwell between or among anything. It simply is. Dwelling, then, is the essence of being. It is inside every one of us, manifested when we rest lightly on the present moment. It has nothing to do with built space, and never comes from it. Architecture can only attempt to create space that makes it easier to find the dwelling within us. But it can only start within us, and when it does, we dwell anywhere and everywhere.